in my cipher, I revolve around scientists.
You can't even, you're not gonna knowledge 120 without having to go into some type of aspect of biology or say science. And science comes from the Latin scienza, which just means like knowledge and shit. Like you can check it out. Look at the word science and take the first 3 letters. What's the first 3 letters?
SCI.
Right? Now look at the first 3 letters, SCI. When you look at the word scissors. Scissors is to cut, right? You have to break down language and be like, yo, this is the science of etymology, breaking down words and the science of words. The scissors is the cut. It's the SCI. It's because when you break these things down into Latin and the languages that they come from, and to see how words have grown and developed, like the science of scienza was like science, was that word where science comes from. It's like sci, which is the cut, and it's like long story short, it's breaking down. It's saying that you have to cut things apart, like because science and the word meant knowledge. Science, it means like knowledge. And it's like doing the knowledge is you're cutting things apart, so you can know this is this and that's that. Because knowledge is what is something, breaking down something specifically. So you have to like cut it and see like, okay, this aspect of this. Like if I have a thing and it's like this part's green, this part's blue, the knowledge is to know that like, yo, this part's green and this part's blue, is to know the realities of it, you know what I mean? So it's like when you break down, that's a beautiful thing. Like when you start to break down etymology and the science of words, it lets you understand like deeper meaning of shit, just like every life all around you and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? That's, you know what I mean? Word. That's why etymology is piece and shit.
The history of language itself, but that's a whole other science.
Yeah, that's just what we building on right now. Like the history of the language, like from English to Latin. And the reason why we building on this is because we over here in North America. So it's like we speak English and shit because these is the people that brought us over here. That's the language they were speaking and shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like they was like, all right, listen, you're gonna be our slaves, and you're gonna do the work. Hey, stop talking. Listen. Because they was going savage, like a man might have got that, like straight up. They got worse actually, you know what I'm saying? So, but anyways, they talking and shit. And he's like, yo, you guys are over here, you know, gonna work for me, my slaves, but that just keep speaking your own language. It's all good. Yeah. Does that even make like military sense? As like on some war shit, it doesn't make sense because they can talk in their own language and make a plan against me and shit. So they kill the man and, you know what I mean, control the woman and the child and be like, yo, you're speaking our language. You've seen Roots and shit, there's the scene. And it's crazy because like as we get older and shit, like I'm about to be 25 just now. It's like there's a whole new generation of kids growing up. And they be like watching all this lecture on the timeline where it's like things that we know and we have to realize things that's like more common for us, for the babies that are young growing up, they have no idea about it. But it's like something that we're like, yeah, everybody should know about that. It's like they don't even know about that. So think about something like Roots. We all know about Roots. You know about Roots, fam. You know what I'm saying? And we know, like, you know what I'm saying? The science and everything. So you know about that scene with the Toby scene? Where the man's, Kuta Kente? You know Kuta Kente, right?
Yeah.
And there's the scene where they're like, yo, your name's Toby. He's trying to beat the name into the man. And he's saying, like, yo, that's not your name. And he's like, what's your name? And he's not saying the name that he wants him to say. It's like me coming to you and be like, there's a scene in the movie Roots where it's like, yo,
say your name.
The slave master is trying to beat the culture out of the original man. And he's saying like, yo, see that fucking name you're using, fam? You're not using that name no more. This is your new name. Now say your name. And he's like, what's your name? And imagine I'm like,
what's your name?
My name.
Toby.
And I'm just there like, fuck, and me as a man, I take that, and I'm like, am I gonna like fucking just say the name that he wants, or and it's like I have so much pride in myself, where I'm just gonna be like, fuck, I just got whipped. He's like, what's your name? Your name is fucking Robert, or some shit. You know what I mean? Your name's fucking David. That's your name.
What's your name now?
Say your name to me.
Toby.
My name, I forgot what ball. Some of us died. Do you know how many of us died because we weren't having it? You know how many of us died because we weren't having it? Before you weren't having it, and then it kills me because like nowadays niggas is our age they don't even know certain shit, and it's like if they knew the shit that we've been through, we look at each other with more like, damn, we've been through some shit. It's like if you're a family and you're together and shit, you know what I mean? You look and you've been through some crazy shit. You look at each other and you're like, damn, look at that shit we've been through. That shit brings you closer together. I like. If me and you go through some crazy fucking event tomorrow, like imagine tomorrow, right? Long story short, some crazy shit happens. Niggas started trying to shoot in the whip. Boom, boom, boom. Holy shit. They shoot up the back window, but none of us get hit though, you know? But then we have to fucking skate out. And then, because of that, the police start chasing us. And then we had to get away from the police. And then I lost something, but then we had to go and get it back. And then we smoking in the crib. And we went through all of that, and some crazy shit was happening to you, and then we were holding each other down, and we got through it, and now we're here together in the crib, right? That's gonna make us closer together. We're gonna be like, yo, dog, you see that crazy shit we went through? Yo, you held me down still. We're like, yo, dog, you held it down too, dog. It was like, yo, fam, like, you know, that's why you're my nigga, dog. Like, you know what I mean? You get closer together from going through shit.
Yup.
So it's like they took away the original man's history, and they don't really let us know everything that we've been through. So it's like when I'm walking down the street and I see a next man, if I don't have no knowledge of self, I'm not looking at him like that family member that we've been through mad shit together, where it's like, man, we've been through
we
mad
got
shit
the same
together.
history, like.
You know what I mean? Like, do you know how crazy the shit we've been through? It's like, yeah, fam, we really did go through crazy, but we here now. Yo, let's add on together. You know what I mean?
Let's change.
It's not even that. Yo, you're walking down the street, they like, yo, this guy looking at me. This guy better not be trying to rob me, dog. It's like, this guy, yo, bro, this guy dumb, bro. Like, I not know what it is, what time it is, like, you know what I mean?